Consider supporting the Sci-Fi Collective on Patreon from only $1 a month. Link below in the description.
Hi, I'm Wayne and welcome to the Sci-Fi Collective. Now, since the big announcement last week that Patrick Stewart is returning to Star Trek, the casting news for all of the incarnations of Trek has been coming thick and fast this week. Some good, some not so good. So let's start with a positive note. Most recently, just today, it has been announced that Ethan Peck will be taking on the role of Mr. Spock. So Spock will be returning, obviously, as has been teased heavily with the Season 2 Star Trek Discovery trailer that came out recently. But it has been confirmed. It was initially announced by a tweet by Adam Nimoy, who shared this beautiful photo and said, "There's a new Spock in town. Welcome to the family, Ethan." And notably, Ethan then also tweeted back saying, "Thanks to the Nimoy family for your open arms, warm welcome, smiling curiosity and support for making me feel worthy as I embrace and take into my heart the iconic half-alien we know as Mr. Spock. It is an incomparable honour. Live long and prosper." So we finally get to see who is going to be playing our new Spock, the character that we hold so dearly. A part of me was suspicious as to whether maybe we might see Zachary Quinto take on the young Spock role, seeing as he's already playing Spock in the movies. However, it didn't go that way. We've got a brand new face, and I'm looking forward to see what Ethan can bring to the table. I did take a look through his IMDb, and there wasn't anything in particular that struck me that I was familiar with myself. However, I'm sure that there are people who can attest to his acting skills, but I am sure that he will bring everything to the table. Alex Kurtzman and the guys over at Discovery know what they're doing, and I have full faith in their decision with this casting news. And not such good news. I know that some people would already be very familiar with this news, however, some people might have missed by. It was announced recently that the talks between Chris Pine and Chris Hemsworth with the Paramount and Bad Robot Studios has gone south. It's kind of gone sour, and they have both walked away from the tables. So we currently do not have our Kirks. It's a strange situation. You never would have actually thought that, but it turns out that there hasn't been any official reasoning given by the studio at the moment. However, it has been said that both of the Chris's were not happy with the amount of money that was being put on the table for them. Let's face it, Chris Hemsworth and Chris Pine are very popular actors who are involved in very popular franchises. I know that Star Trek Beyond didn't do quite as well as what the studios had hoped. It didn't do as well financially for the studios, even though it was received exceptionally well with the fan base. So it's one of those things. It's one of those things. I can understand the studios thinking we've got to tighten our reins. However, at the same point, agreements were already in place with Hemsworth and Pine. So I 100% understand and back their decision to walk away from the talks at the moment. I know some people do not give a fuck about any of what goes on in the Kelvin timeline. However, let's face it, the Kelvin movies are what opened the door to getting Trek back on the silver screen. So I hope that this gets resolved. I hope that the studios decide that they will honour the original agreement. I know that all of the other actors are very close to closing on their talks with the studios, and it's expected that they will be able to sign on the dotted line to get back to production. However, without the two Kirks, what are we meant to do? So will they be recast, or will the studios just cave in and pay what they want? It's not that Hemsworth or Pine are asking for more money. They simply want their initial contracts to be honoured by the studios, which in my opinion is a very fair request. So fingers crossed, Paramount and Bad Robot will be able to settle this, and we'll be able to have Star Trek 4 going into production very, very shortly. But all in all, it's amazing. So it's a good time to be a Trekkie again. Are we about to have our second golden age? Whether you like the movies or not, they brought in a lot of new blood. They brought in a lot of excitement and attention for the franchise. So I hope to see them going on. But with the new Picard series around, well, not around the corner, it's in early production. We probably won't see anything until the latter half of next year. But with the Picard series on the horizon and Discovery going strong, CBS All Access and Netflix, they're laughing. They're laughing. These are good times, and it is a good time to be a Trekkie again. So let us know in the comment section down below what you think. Was Chris Pine and Chris Hemsworth right to walk away from the table, and should Paramount buckle to their requirements? Which, to be honest, in my opinion, totally fair. Or do you not give the slightest monkeys about what goes on with the film franchise at the moment? Also, what do you think about Ethan coming on board? Do you know him from any of his previous work? Let us know as well. But whilst you're here, why not give this video a like and subscribe to the channel? Really appreciate any of your support, and I will see you in the future.